Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GLWA Card Subject to Change. This is the most unpredictable show of the year with only 2 advertised matches, both no longer on the card. This is Mickey Matthews, joined as always by my broadcast colleague Gus Shaughnessy. Gus, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, Mickey. So, really, we don't know what's going to happen here tonight at all. Like, do you have any idea? What were the matches that were,
Whoa, okay. Right to it, I guess.
Subject to change. Tonight we have an action-packed card prepared for all of you. Now, without further ado, please welcome to the ring, Damien.
I have not seen it.
Apparently Peppers has. He said action-packed card. Peppers calling, welcoming Damien Saint, who is followed by modern-day shaman Garrett Adams. They are MisGUIDED Fortune. This is just a portion of MisGUIDED Fortune.
You almost rhymed there, Mickey. You almost sounded good there when you said that. You know, like we talked about last show, Mickey. Excuse me, I'm interrupted again.
I don't care what any single one of you jokes care or think about me and this wonderful racing in Michigan. And third, get a new salesperson because this one sucks and doesn't know how to do a simple job like pressing buttons.
Saint looking at Denver tonight.
Now, for those who weren't here last month, let me recap. MisGUIDED Fortune defended our tag team titles against the Mosh.
Saint interrupted for the GLWA Universe.
I got all day. I really don't care. But still, reigning, defending, tag team champions, MisGUIDED Fortune. There's a constant theme. I don't think people understand it. That with MisGUIDED Fortune, we do have the best members of tag team wrestling in the Michigan, Indiana, Illinois area. The modern-day shaman. This man. He has also won the GLWA Tag Team titles, and he successfully defended the GLWA Tag Team titles with 3 different members. He is the greatest tag team wrestler ever to be seen in Michigan, the modern-day shaman.
GLWA Universe letting Damien Saint down the here.
Myself, GLWA. Darkness and hell and fire and my smile. As long as we are here, then we'll continue to keep getting more and more titles. We will continue to keep defeating your favorites. We will continue and keep.
Looks like Damien Saint is going to be interrupted again here.
Right, he's been interrupted all night. He's really making MisGUIDED Fortune look like the Mount Rushmore of the tag division. I mean, there is 4 members at least that we know of that faction, and they are the gold standard right now. They are the champions.
Absolutely, but when you're talking about gold, here comes our top-notch champion, Tyler Matthews, flanked by the Rex Squad. Collectively, they are the House of Matthews.
The Rex Squad is no more. I just view them as the House of Matthews. Once you're converted over.
True.
You are the adults, the men are talking. Do you mind if you
Claiming all the titles that there are in the House of Matthews. better keep them two dark boys on the outside because they only got two colors, yellow and green.
Well, we don't have two championship belts soon around their waist. We call up from the hospital, House Matthews.
And it looks like we're about to have a standoff here.
Right? Is that
There's our general manager,
AJ Gagliardo?
Back from his assignment last month.
Currently in the face of Tyler Matthew.
This is our show.
AJ laying down the law.
We've never seen this side of Gagliardo before. Mickey,
Perhaps he's fed up.
I would be too.
If you guys have what to say, say it.
AJ just announced a mini tag tournament. And AJ says the opening match tonight is #1 contenders for.
MisGUIDED Fortune is facing the boss tonight for the tag title.
And AJ laying down the law. He's just giving us so much to be excited for. MisGUIDED Fortune versus the Mosh. No disqualifications for the tag team titles.
This is my show. I'm in charge. You work for me. So you just have options. Leave the ring, your own free will, start the show, or I get everyone allowed to come out here and drag you out.
AJ laying down the law tonight.
Mickey, I've never seen this side of Gagliardo. Again, it's just so surprising to see him come out here and really walk wide leg like this.
Absolutely, and this is what GLWA needed.
Ready to ring out?
MisGUIDED, or modern day shaman getting out. And look at AJ holding the rope open for Saint to get him out.
Saint's a businessman. He knows he can't do anything to AJ right now. He knows at the very most he can stare him down and try to send a message that way. However, it's not going to work. We're seeing a different side of AJ.
Love it. And AJ says, let's get our first match, the #1 contenders match for the Top Notch Championship.
Gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it will be the #1 contenders match for the Top Notch Championship. Introducing first, weighing in at 166 pounds from New York City, New York, he is ice cold, Daniel Starr.
Ice cold Daniel Stark. Winner is coming, folks. There he is. Coming. Here he is.
Wait for that pop spot.
That's right.
Ice cold Daniel Stark, who's been climbing up the rankings as of late.
That's right, Mickey. He's won his last... How many straight wins does he have now?
He was knocked off last month because of Tyler Matthews by Timothy Savage. But Stark has been on a hot streak lately. Definitely showing much more intensity and fire than we're used to.
Oh, he is ice cold.
California, he is the Prince of High Risk, J. Michael Wick.
And of course, the obvious fan favorite, Jaden Michael Wick, fighting for a contendership spot.
Both these men are very honorable competitors, very respectful competitors, it seems. That's what we've seen.
Absolutely. These two men are going to tear down the house tonight.
I I think that's accurate, Mickey. And you know, I wish I could have been excited about this match before it just got announced. I mean, if only the card wasn't subject to change.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the most unpredictable show of the year.
That's right, Mickey. Jaden Michael Quick going one-on-one against Daniel Stark for a #1 contenders match.
One of these men are going to step foot in the House of Matthews, not next month, tonight.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. They're going to be pulling double duty against a fresh Tyler Matthews with the house behind him. You know, are we going to see the House of Stark going against the House of Matthew? Or are we going to see Jaden Michael Quick take a high risk and face Tyler Matthew later on? What are we going to see, Mickey? What do you think?
Oh man, dude, this is just a very unpredictable match right here. Sometimes matches are kind of two-dimensional, easy to see, but this one is going to be right up in your face as Quick takes Stark into a side headlock. Works him backward, perhaps, into a arm wringer. Takes him down, quick cover. One count only. Nice little arm drag. Lucha arm drag.
You know, Daniel Stark is 166 pounds, but all 166 pounds of him is cut. Cover 1, 2. He's very athletic, and he's very cut. He doesn't have much fat on him. Jaden Michael Quick does have 20 pounds on him, though. How does that play effect into this match?
I mean, Quick can stay on top of Stark. Stark naturally is just going to get tired out just trying to fight up, you know? Now back with another collar elbow tie up. Stark in with the side headlock now, wrenching it. Force it back into the arm.
Looks like we're seeing a reflection of what we just saw as Stark now doing the same routine that Jaden Michael Quick did to him.
Arm drag.
Lucha arm drag.
And a drop kick. A little bit of whatever you can do, I can do better.
No, you can't. Yes, I can. Let's see who comes out on top, Mickey.
Absolutely. This is going to be just a barn burner. And the crowd already giving it up for both men.
Right.
Both men trying to get the crowd behind them, but the crowd just into it. And wait a minute.
Who is this? Is this Timothy Savage?
Timothy Savage and Lucius Page.
Lucius Page is back? I wonder if he recruited anybody, converted anybody for the House of Matthews, but what are they doing in this match?
I don't know. I mean, they are Tyler's lackeys. And Stark with a big right hand to Timothy Savage. Oh, wait, there's Tyler. Clotheslining Jaden. Kick to the midsection. Spear. This match has been thrown out. Who's #1 contender? Showtime!
Mickey, I think you do the only thing that makes sense in this situation. You make it a triple threat match.
I mean, wait a minute. Oh, Jaden was going up top for the frog splash and the wreck squad, the House of Matthews, saving Tyler.
If I'm AJ, I come out right now. Speak the devil.
Let's not show like this. Tyler, you want to interfere? Guess what? You're facing these two tonight for your title. What?
There we
A triple
go.
threat match is scheduled for tonight now.
The deck is stacked against Tyler now. They just said Rex Squad needs to stay out because their match is next. This is the opening round 1 of the tag tournament.
Yeah.
And the winners of this tag tournament will face the winners of tonight's tag title match next month.
Epic Love, Mickey. That's Cody Love and that's Trayvon.
Coming off of a victory last month in their formation.
Utilizing what's called a fusion dance to kind of show that they have fused their team name from each other's gimmicks. We got Epic Trayvon. We've got Cody Love. Epic Love is what they go by, and thus far in GLWA, they've looked pretty good.
Yes, I mean, both men have I mean, a pretty good. Cody Love has a very good win-to-loss ratio. Trayvon picked up a big win 2 months ago. Last month picked up a victory, 2 months ago picked up a victory over Cody Love back-to-back falls in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Last month picked up a victory with Cody over the Country Club.
Starting things off for the House of Matthews, looks like Timothy Savage is in, talking things over with Lucius. I think Cody Love's going to start this match out for Epic Love.
Yes, sir.
Crowd getting behind Epic Love here.
Timothy Savage looking a little annoyed.
I mean, let's call a spade when we can, Mickey. You got the House of Matthews, 2 chiseled behemoths. And then he looks across the ring and he sees Cody Love, who, not to say anything bad about Cody, but isn't in the best of shape compared to these two. Maybe he feels annoyed that he has to get through this roadblock to move on in this tournament.
Absolutely. The House of Matthews would love nothing more than to claim more gold for the house.
That is right.
Timothy Savage with a headlock onto Cody Love. Cody Love trying to keep his shoulder off the mat, at least one of them. Works himself up to a vertical basis.
To go back to what I was saying earlier, Mickey, if you look across the ring and see Cody Love, someone that you think you're in better shape than, and you're writing him off, you're in for some bad news, because this man can go.
Oh yes, you're in. Epic Love is in for a long night, win or loss, right here to the rec squad.
And Mickey, you know what? I said it last time we had an event. I'm done calling Trayvon sneaky athletic. Every time we see him, he pulls something crazy out.
Absolutely. You can only get snuck off on so much. Right. And Cody showing a little bit of strength.
Scoop slam right there.
Walks him around the ring. 1 count only.
Trayvon and Cody double teaming on Timothy Savage. Looks like a double suplex.
Big move by Epic Love. Doing a very good job cutting the ring in half.
That's right. That's textbook tag team strategy right there, Mickey.
Absolutely. And Trayvon trying to work his back to the opposing team's corner, but he gets his eyes raked. And there's the tag to Lucius.
We haven't seen this man Lucius in about 3 months, it feels like, Mickey.
Big headbutt. Double headbutt to Trayvon.
Lucius might be the most muscular man in GLWA today.
He's up there. I mean, he is definitely, he may be the strongest.
Look at how he just throws Trayvon across the ring like that. He is definitely the strongest.
Like Trayvon was a cruiserweight.
Trayvon is not small by any means. He's at least 240 pounds.
Trayvon fighting out, and Lucius. Oh,
big uppercut. Wow. We've missed this man here in GLWA, that's for sure.
Oh, stomp to the midsection there. Midsection chest, and now choking him. And Lucius, somewhat of, you would think, just somewhat of flexing.
That's right, flexing, maybe not in the sense of actually flexating his muscles, however, showing that he is the big dog in this ring. Big clothesline there to Trayvon. And just
Timothy Savage.
Almost a little showboating, you know?
And this has turned this whole match around. Timothy Savage working Trayvon over to a neutral corner.
Boy, you would think that...
Oh, and look. Cross-facing.
You would think that this ring has a perforated line going through the middle of it, and the Rec Squad or House of Matthews is just folding it in half and keeping them over on their side of the ring.
Textbook tag team wrestling right there. Good strategy, as I mentioned earlier. Timothy Savage keeping his back to Cody Love to keep Trayvon on his side of the ring.
That's right. Uh-oh, Trayvon overpowering the smaller Timothy Savage. Cody Love back in this match. Cody Love, big splash.
Snap mirror from Cody. Cody off the ropes. And it
Big
looks like
knees.
double Meteora. 2 count.
Cody's got at least 40 pounds on Timothy Savage. Timothy Savage is the smallest man in this match.
Absolutely, but Savage just worked him straight to that corner. Rex Squad. Double Irish whip. Double basement drop kick. Double stomp to the small of the back.
Lucius back in this match. Let's see if he can manhandle Cody just like he did Trayvon. Uh-oh, he goes for a suplex. Can't quite get him. Goes for it again.
Stalls it even with
Damn.
almost a jackhammer.
Pardon my language, Mickey, but that was impressive.
Big beat of strength for sure. Into the cover. 2 count only.
Lucius utilizing a rest hold here to wear down Cody.
Ooh. Works him down.
Looks like a pin attempt or
Don't sound so just manhandle him to the mat just to prove that he could. Big forearm from Timothy Savage. And another one.
he's just chopping down the tree that is named Cody Love.
Jordan carved in the trunk as he eats a body shot.
From Lucius. Big clotheslines. Oh my gosh, Mickey.
Cody has nowhere to go but back forward.
Look at those arms lifelessly flailing in the air as Lucius looks to decimate this man.
Forearm. Lucius Page dissecting Cody Love right now.
Uh-oh.
And there's a knee to look like a jaw or chest. Oh, Trayvon went to break it up, but
Lucius halting that movement.
I'm Cody Love like a rat on a Cheeto.
Timothy back to a vertical base. Irish whips Cody into the corner. Tag is made. Lucius is the legal man.
Irish whip into their own corner. Big leaping forearm.
Once you hear thunder, you know you're going to see some lightning. Here we go.
Big knee.
Big knee to the face of Cody.
There they come.
It's a 2 count right there. Cody showing some life. Just barely, though. Just enough to get that shoulder up.
Now choking Cody. Referee perhaps having a mouthful. The Rex Squad saying, I will disqualify you. Trying to lay some authority out there.
Right, they're getting loud in there, Mickey. This referee's pretty intense, but this is an intense matchup.
I mean, he's young and he's small, so he has to show that he has control of the match.
Atomic drop right there.
Atomic drop from Cody.
Cody went to go bounce off the ropes, but he can't find the energy to do much right now. He's looking for a pin.
The ropes held him there.
Cody stumbling and bumbling. It looks like he needs to get back into the corner and make a tag to Trayvon.
He's much closer than Timothy Savage is. Tag. Trayvon. I don't know if
there was no tag made.
No tag there.
Lucius is still the legal man. Big splash. Wow, Trayvon.
That was epic.
That looks pretty, and yes, that was epic.
And if you want to see something epic, here we go. What the?
Uh-oh.
Here it is. Moonsault from Trayvon Smith.
Good Lord, Mickey.
Picture perfect. Gets him a 2 count.
Kodak moment in the ring, however, not enough for a victory. Only a 2 count, Mickey. An epic chant ensues in the crowd.
Crowd showing their love to Epic Love, Cody Love, now legal.
Uh-oh.
Big clothesline from Timothy Savage.
Uh-oh.
Cody back up.
Cody's back up.
Back elbow.
You know, he just came in this ring looking for a little thing called love. That's what he calls his finishing maneuver, Mickey.
Dead.
But it looks
He's
like
meted by Imperial. Clotheslines and back elbows, and there's the kitchen sink.
Trayvon had a lot of momentum going for the team right there, but Lucius, so strong, so powerful. He turns the tables yet again into the House of Matthews' favor. Uh-oh.
Lucius about to
Is this a pile
show
driver?
his strength again.
Uh-oh. Don't do it. You could end this man's
Look at
career.
the strength. Wait a minute, what's Cody doing? Cody brings him in, or brings Timothy Savage into the ring.
A reverse Hurricane Rana off of a tombstone attempt. Very unorthodox sequence.
Now working him into the corner there.
Shoulders to the midsection.
Cody showing a little bit of life and a little bit of hope, but gets cut off. Back again by Lucius Page. Lucius Page has been a dominant monster in this match. Kick to the midsection there. Oh, thinking here. Spinebuster. The cover.
It's like a hammerlock spine buster there by Cody.
Hammerlock Spinebuster gets them the victory, and Epic Love is moving on.
That was a maneuver I haven't seen before.
Cody was talking about his new secret weapon, and it looks like that was it.
Well, I'm glad that's what he was talking about when he said a new secret weapon, Mickey.
He is well.
Epic Love victorious.
And Epic Love is moving on to the finals of this mini tag. What Pepis said.
That's right, Mickey. Let Pepis do his job, alright?
I apologize. I'm kind of overbearing. But Epic Love just went to war with the Rec Squad, House of Matthews, whatever you want to call them. They just went to war. And now they have to get ready for another match later on tonight.
You know you're a strong team when you can walk into the House of Matthews and come out clean.
Absolutely.
No cheating, no dirty maneuvers. They just beat the Rec Squad. They beat the House of Matthews.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. That will be a tag team match. Introducing
This is another
first,
one of our
hailing
tag
from
tournament
Lakeshore
matches.
Drive, located in Grosse Pointe, Michigan, they are the prestigious Country Club.
Country Club coming here now. Let's see if Robbie Tito's back. He was missing last week. He was out there trying to sell memberships.
Yep, he was trying to recruit for the Country Club. And there's Dan Bilzerian and the ball boy Kip Rude. Flanked by the president of the Country Club, the big bad Keto Daddy, Robbie Keto, who I'm just receiving words through my headset, is going to go one-on-one with Jason Page for the GLWA Heavyweight Championship tonight.
What an exciting turn of events. I mean, we had no idea what was even going to be on the card tonight. It was subject to change.
Absolutely, and now we know that the big bad Keto Daddy himself, Robbie Keto, is going to go one-on-one with the future Jason Page, but in the present right now is Dan Bilzerian and the ball boy Kip Rude.
In typical rich conservative fashion, I think he's going to let his lackeys do the work in this match.
Yep. And oh man, it looks like it's the official GLWA tag team debut of the Ginjas. And like I was trying to say, when Kip Rude came out, that fan that you see in your lower right corner, Kip Rude took a cookie from me and fumbled it up.
Did he now, Mickey?
He did, I saw.
How do you got that view from where we're sitting? I can't even...
Careful.
Anyways, this is P.E. Stone in H2, the Ginjas.
The Ginja Dragon and the Ginja Ninja.
Right, H2, very athletic and countered well, and his partner is actually a very big individual, and he is very strong, very tough. He's a veteran in the game as well. We talked about him a lot last month when he went one-on-one against Tyler Matthew. Yeah, that's right. They complement each other very well is what I was trying to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The words just eluded me for a second.
You're in the presence of greatness. Whether that's King Jinja or the president of the country.
I was in awe. I didn't know what to say. Mickey, you are right. Dan Bilzerian, the 30-year-old man that still wears his high school Letterman jacket, is going to start this one out. It looks like he's going to be going against...
B.E. Stone just won a game of rock, paper, gingers.
So it looks like he's starting this one out against Dan Bilzerian. Sorry about that, Mickey.
Stone through Ginjas, and Ginjas beats off.
In some worlds. Now, how do you know about this rock, paper, Ginjas, Mickey?
I mean, I've watched a lot of the Ginjas matches. They're a very unorthodox team, to say the least.
Very interesting. I definitely am excited to see them competing in this tournament, not only, but also making their debut.
Absolutely. I mean, they're going against the country club.
Kick his ass!
The arenas in this match is underway. B.E. Stone just said he was going to out-wrestle Dan Bilzerian.
Well, Dan Bilzerian was on varsity for his junior and senior year, so I don't know how easily that's going to be for B.E. Stone to do.
I don't know. B.E. Stone behind with quick roll-up. No count. Perhaps showing that he can out-wrestle. Tag to H2. Bilzerian.
Uh-oh. Back door.
Backslide.
H2 with a quick cover there.
Hit H2. Now, sunset flip. H2. H2 sits up. Sunset flip of his own. Bilzerian kicks out. H2 over the top of the cradle.
Stacks him up well there, but Dan Bilzerian using those 2 years on varsity to really get out of that one. Uh-oh.
Nagi. Suplex.
No, suplex. Okay.
Blocked by H2. H2 introducing him to Paul Smackage.
Small package evaded there by Dan Bilzerian.
Dan tags in Kip Rude. And H2's got him by the nipple.
Uh-oh. Kip Rude doesn't know what to do. Yeah. Mickey, do you think Kip Rude's ever had his nipple grabbed like this?
Not like that, but that's the fan that... Oh! Chop! That fan is the fan that got his cookie crumbled.
Well, he caught Kip Rude's hand in the cookie jar and made him pay for it.
They are plucking Kip Rude's eyebrows right now.
B.E. Stone needs to start playing fair before this ref throws out the match. Dirty tactics.
Is it illegal to pluck somebody's eyebrows?
You're pulling hair, Mickey.
Fair. Fuck his nipple color.
That would be like Kip Rude pulling the beard of H2.
The Ginjas are just having a conversation right now about what they want to do tonight, and they're in the middle of a wrestling match.
Well, it's like the scene from a famous...
These guys just said they want Roma's Pizza.
Anyways, Roma's Pizza, that's right next door of Top Notch Physiques, where Cards Subject to Change is taking place right here, right now.
H2 seats them once they decide what they're doing. B.E. Stone whipping H2. Meteora. Cannonball from B.E. Stone.
B.E. Stone with the cover. 2 count there. Kip Rude kicks out.
Plucking the neck hair of Kip Rude.
There's hair everywhere on this man. That's even more crazy than the fact that it's getting plucked.
Kip Rude will not have to go for a waxing. Shot to the midsection. Snapmare. Stone off the ropes.
Bouncing off the ropes and a big
elbow.
back elbow, yeah.
Almost a European. Playing the drums on Kip Rude. Double back chop.
B.E. Stone was drumming up something special there for Kip Rude, wasn't he, Mickey?
And he poses for a shot.
You get these two together, H2 and B.E. Stone, and they turn into a couple clowns. What's going on, Mickey?
Oh, there's nothing funny about that backbreaker. Are they clowning around, or are they just having a lot of fun?
I don't know, but I've never seen B.E. Stone like this, and I've definitely seen H2 a lot more serious than he is here right now, Mickey.
And this is the nippleplex.
A nipple toss, if you will, is what it looked like.
Field throwing him by his nipples, and Keto up on the apron.
Keto, I'd step away. You need those nipples for your championship match here tonight.
Bozarian fakes a tag. And did you see Keto just kissed the official?
Oh my God.
And now Bozarian has taken control of this match.
H2 getting pummeled by Bozarian.
Big knee strikes and uppercuts to the body. And look at this. Now Keto, and there's a shot to the head with the ball bag.
Oh man, that
Shots
can't feel
to the
good.
midsection.
There's no way that feels okay, Mickey.
Big shots to the midsection. Spearing him into the corner at a count of 4. Our official trying to get control, and Keto strangling H2. And Kip Rude kicks to the midsection. B.E. Stone now trying to get involved. Big strike. And the Country Club has taken control of this match.
That is right, Mickey, but H2 showing some fight right here.
The rope up clothesline from Bozarian into the cover.
2 count there.
Now he's got H2 in a headlock.
Almost a crossface from our angle right here, Mickey.
And H2 rolls him into a cover. 2 count only. And look at Keto. Or not Keto, Bozarian bulldogging him back into the corner. And this is where the Country Club has had most of their success tonight, is in this corner.
That is right. Folks, we got a lot of tag team matches going on here tonight, so you're going to keep hearing us talk about the cutting in the half of the ring like we talked about in previous matches. And that's just what the Country Club's doing right here. They've got H2 trapped over there. Having Keto Daddy in your corner.
And Keto went for a right hand to H2. H2 dropped down, and he dropped Kip Rude. Now, H2 is waiting for Bozarian to turn around.
He's just a ball boy. It's not that big of a deal. Kick to the midsection of...
Sling Blade! Sling Blade from H2. This is exactly what the Gingers needed right here.
Wow, that Sling Blade, that drops Bozarian's head right into the canvas right there. He's got to be seeing stars, Mickey.
Referee up to a count of 3. There's the tag to Kip Rude. H2 dives, makes the tag to B. Stone. And he decapitates Kip Rude.
Well, he's got 200 pounds on Rude, it looks like.
Big clothesline to Bozarian. Big boot.
Bozarian taken for a ride. Should have went for the cover right there, don't you think, Mickey?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Bozarian rolls out of the ring. Uh-oh.
What are the Gingers thinking right here? H2 off the back of King Ginger soaring and scoring. Big senton. Keto steps out of the way.
Very smart there. This man has a match later on, and he leaves the staging area. B.E. Stone's got Kip Rude. H2 setting something up here. What could we be seeing here, Mickey?
Kip Rude trying to fight out, and H2 gives him a shot to the midsection. And it looks like he said time to go night-night. I think that means they're going to set up for the Redhead Redemption right here.
Uh-oh.
Here it is, Redhead Redemption!
Mickey, describe to me what exactly a Redhead Redemption is. Cover 1, 2, 3.
And the Redhead Redemption is the Ginja's patented signature maneuver. B.E. Stone lifts you up and tosses you in the air. H2 catches you with a cutter on the way down.
Wow, simple yet very effective.
As you just saw, Ginja's picking up their first win in their debut here at GLWA.
And they're going to go against Epic Love here in a little bit.
Yes, they are. And B.E. Stone asking if we want the Ginger Rooney. And it sounds like they do. Ginger Rooney from the Ginger Ninja himself. Makes 2 points at B.E. Stone.
Is Stone going to be able to pull this off, Mickey?
I'm intrigued.
Uh-oh.
Worm. Into a Ginger Rooney of his own.
For a man that big, to see him move like that is incredible, Mickey.
Absolutely. Maybe Stone's a bit sneaky athletic.
So sneaky you can't even see him come into the house.
What do we got up next? I believe up next we have some tag team action again. Tag team championship match.
We should have just called the show Tag Team Matches.
How we feeling?
Tag team extravaganza.
That was pretty good. I think we could get a little bit louder. How are we feeling? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is a tag team match for the GLWA Tag Team Championships. This match is no DQ. Anything can happen. Be careful of the splash zone. I don't know what's going to happen.
No disqualification for the tag titles next.
Weighing in at a combined weight of 335 pounds, hailing from the pit, Cliff Killmeister and Kyle Shaddix. Come on!
Here come our inaugural GLWA Tag Team Champions.
Come on. Kyle Shaddix with Killmeister. A couple of headbangers from around the area made tag team champions. They ended up losing those belts. What was it, a couple months after they won them, though?
2 months after they won them to the Thieves of Greatness. And it looks like, in the most Kyle fashion, they have Drywall and Monster for this no disqualification tag team championship match.
Right, Kyle Shaddix is the one you're alluding to.
We've never seen the Mosh. And Kyle dropped his Monster, the ultimate sin for a Kyle. Lost my train of thought there.
It's alright, Mickey.
We've never seen the Mosh in no disqualification tag team action here at GLWA.
We have seen them get hardcore against the House of Matthews before, though.
Oh yeah. For a brief moment as that match was thrown out the window.
They hail from the far north. They are your GLWA Tag Team Champions, MisGUIDED Fortune!
Early than usual being booed. Here's Damian Saint and the modern day shaman Garrett Adams.
But who is going to be tagging with Garrett Adams?
We never know. Shaman and Saint really like to play that Freebird rule. And Mosh is going to look for some vindication tonight. As last month, I can officially confirm the modern day shaman Garrett Adams did in fact stab Shaddix right below his eyeball with a fork. We kind of thought that's what happened after Saint got them disqualified.
And they restarted the match. You're right, Mickey.
Right before that, Shaman stabbed him with the fork.
Well, how can that man be allowed to wrestle in this ring right now? AJ is showing this new stance, this new AJ. He needs to do something about that. That's assault.
I think he's given the Mosh the opportunity for vindication. I think the Mosh would rather fight than sue. And it looks like Garrett's partner is going to be the gold standard, formerly known as the Apache Assassin, Solomon Stone, who helped Shaman capture these tag titles with Jordan Silver. And this is Solomon Stone's first match since his injury. So we're going to see what Solomon Stone has. This is GLWA debut in the ring.
The gold standard Solomon Stone.
Here he comes.
How many members of this MisGUIDED Fortune are there now?
I believe there's 5. There's Shaman, Solomon Stone, Jordan Silver, Diesel
Traxxas.
And I'm missing one. I thought there was 5. Oh, Hyena Hagen,
That's right.
who debuted last month.
The former member being Matt Starr, too. We're forgetting about him.
Starr, former member before he was forced into retirement. And then you have Damian Saint.
The man that puts it all together, the figurehead, the head of the snake that is MisGUIDED Fortune. This is a no disqualification match, so
Tornado rules.
is that what we're going with tonight, Mickey?
Gotta be. I mean, there's no rules, so Tornado style. And you gotta wonder how much of an advantage MisGUIDED Fortune's gonna have with Damian Saint at ringside.
Oh, that's easy. But the Mosh, Kyle Shaddix, he is still upset, rightfully so, about getting stabbed just below the eye. You know, is he going to take some of that out on Damian Saint? You know, I said that they were the snake that is MisGUIDED Fortune. How do you kill a snake, Mickey? You cut the head right off.
True. You have to cut the head off to kill the snake. But the scary part about a snake is when you cut its head off, it's so strong that the lower half, even headless, can still suffocate you.
That is right. So these are treacherous waters that were going on with MisGUIDED Fortune. However, the Mosh, very experienced, very smart tag team.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been together their whole career. These two members of MisGUIDED Fortune specifically have tagged together, known as the Savage Society previously. And right now they're showing that they are not new to teaming together. Killmeister delivering forearms to Solomon Stone. Shaddix trying to fight back.
There you go. Modern day Shaman going off the ropes.
Over the top.
Out of the ring, yeah. Solomon Stone stuck in the ring now with Kyle Shaddix and Cliff Killmeister, but it doesn't matter as he's bringing the fight to them.
And Shaman dragging Killmeister out of the ring.
Kick to the midsection. Another one. Irish whip here. Nope. Shaddix reverses it. Stone into the corner. Big back elbow.
Killmeister and Shaman brawling on the outside.
You got two bosses fighting in the ring and two skinnier, more lanky competitors on the outside right now, Mickey.
Yeah, I mean, they're at a stalemate right now trying to shoulder check each other.
That's right.
Hockey fighting. Shaddix with a sick kick.
But Killmeister sends Shaman right into the ring post, head first.
There's a 1 count in the ring, it looks like, I believe. Mosh, both men in the ring with Solomon Stone after Shaman had taken a bite out of that ring post.
Damian Saint trying to motivate his guy back up. Big splash there by Cliff.
We've seen this many of times. Catapult forearm. Looks like Shaman has a cookie sheet. Oh! Big shot to the head of both members of the Mosh as he puts them in a corner. This is no disqualification.
That's right. Looks like he buttered that pan before he hit him with it as it came flying out of his hands. Cliff Killmeister turning the page on this one, knocking the modern day Shaman down. Cover 1, 2, almost 3.
3 count only. It looked like Solomon Stone was about to blindside Killmeister, but Shaddix was there for the save. As you mentioned, alluded to, the two big hosses of the match. Just throwing ham bones at each other.
Cliff Killmeister getting in the mix too. He put Solomon Stone up into the ropes. That cookie sheet right there.
Big clothesline as Shaman eats a shot with the cookie sheet and answers with kendo stick shots to the small of the back into the cover. 1 count only. Now into that chin lock, deep.
You know, this is a no disqualification match, Mickey. Can you get pinned or can you submit outside of the ring?
Not a falls count anywhere now. Inside the ring is the only place that a pinfall or submission can take place in this match. As Killmeister trying to fight out of that headlock, and he does successfully off the ropes. Tries to give Solomon Stone a. Looked like he tried to give him.
Oh! Big back suplex landing on the neck there. It was Cliff Killmeister.
Very high was that suplex. Shaddix breaks it up with 1. And Cliff Killmeister might be done.
That he might be. Modern day Shaman looking to take it to him.
Shaman, short arm clothesline.
Thought he was done before. He's got to be done now. Cliff turned inside out there by the modern day Shaman.
The decapitative lariat and Kyle with the blockbuster.
Big overcastle maneuver there. Almost like a flipping reverse cutter.
Neckbreaker sword.
That is right.
Big European uppercut from Shaddix. Looking for the kick to the midsection. Got Shaddix up. Big Samoan drop from Solomon Stone. And eat the feet! Eat the feet!
A little bit of soul food there.
That was very funny. I like that.
Hey Mickey, you had one, I had mine.
And the crowd rallying our inaugural GLWA Tag Team Champions as they look to reclaim their throne.
When are we going to see that drywall? When are we going to see Shaman's hammer?
Looks like now we're going to see some drywall.
Chairs are being set up. A makeshift table looks to be in the making.
A little bit of drywall action.
Big double axe handle to the back. Garrett Adams.
And what is the Mosh going to do with this? Double shots to the midsection. Sends him through. Feeds him back. Into that double neck breaker.
Oh my gosh, Mickey.
Into the cover.
It's insane.
And Saint breaks it up.
You know, if the ref would have started counting when that pin was made, that would have been the match right there. However, they seem to be a little confused as to what was going on.
The hesitation, and Kyle chasing Saint off. Looking for Saint and is greeted with a trash can lid shot. Shot to the midsection. He's got him up. Oh, big Northern Light suplex from Solomon Stone.
suplex into... Oh, this is that...
Oh, big move! Into the cover.
3 count there. Solomon Stone winning the match for MisGUIDED Fortune there.
Proving his worth to his partner. Proving that he is part of MisGUIDED Fortune. And I like how in almost every match, a different member of MisGUIDED Fortune has grabbed the victory.
All for one and one for all, it seems. They just want the power and the respect that comes with it. And Damian Saint is the man setting that up for them.
Sure. MisGUIDED Fortune is victorious again. Next month, or next show, Season Beatings, Shaman and maybe Solomon Stone will defend the Tag Team Championship against either the Jinjas or Epic Love.
We'll see who exactly they're going to be up against later tonight.
Look at that gold-plated steel chair.
Where do you get a gold-plated steel chair?
You'd have to ask Solomon Stone. Probably his casino.
Solomon Stone owns a casino?
He does.
Never guessed. He's got all the money and MisGUIDED Fortune, and that's how they afford Damian Saint. It all makes sense now, Mickey.
Factual.
All makes sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back from our intermission. Let's get right back into the action for the title match. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. This match will be a triple threat match for the top-notch championships. Introducing first, weighing in at 166 pounds, he hails from New York City, New York. He is ice cold Daniel Starr.
And this match was going to be a one-on-one bout until Tyler Matthews crashed the party, making this match a triple threat for the top-notch championship.
Yeah, Tyler Matthews didn't do himself any favors. If you think about it, you get in a ring one-on-one, you got a 50-50% chance of winning the match.
Yep. And Tyler Matthews disturbed the peace in that #1 Contenders match. Kind of thought, I think he thought he was gonna get the night off. Not anymore. Now he's got to go one-on-one with Daniel Stark and Jaden Quick, 2 hungry contenders.
He is the Prince of Pirates, Jaden Michael Quick.
Here comes Jaden Michael Quick, pulling double duty kind of here tonight, like we just talked about. He was attacked earlier by the Rex Squad and Tyler Matthews, practically like you said, the House of Matthews. But he might be fresh. He had some time to kind of collect himself a little bit in the back, Mickey.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely didn't have a super long, action-packed, hard-hitting bout either. They had a nice, short, little match that got disrupted. So they had a lot of time to recover. They didn't dish out a bunch of damage to each other.
No, they didn't, but you still got to be feeling a residual from even those forearms, fists, and elbows that you felt at the hands of the House of Matthew, though.
It's true.
You're not 100%. But I mean, 95-90, that's still a passing grade. You can go in there and have yourself a match, yeah.
Weighing in at 200 pounds, he resides in the House of Matthews. He is your top-notch champion, Tyler, by God, Matthews.
You gotta wonder, where is the Rex Squad lurking? Where's the rest of the House of Matthews?
I would think they're coming out here with Tyler, Mickey.
You would think, but the House of Matthews is all about their sneak attacks, you know?
That is right. I mean, I guess we'll have to see.
It looks like you're not being flanked.
You know, Mickey, I just noticed something. Are you and Tyler, is there any relation, or is the Matthews just a coincidence?
We've been over that. The answer is no. not part of the house of Matthews.
You just share a surname and that's it?
That is it.
Alright, fair enough.
Yes, I was. The undercover.
So there's no way of ever telling if you're part of the House of Matthews. Here's Tyler. He's got a mic in his
I'm
hand.
not doing this. What? I'm not doing this. What? You heard me. Let's slow down for you. I'm not doing this. You can't make me do this. Tyler, stop.
And here's AJ again.
So,
AJ laying down the law.
I told you earlier tonight, I run this company, you follow by my rules. So, if you won't defend your title tonight, I will strip it from you.
Dang, AJ laying it out there tonight.
There's no shortcuts.
Hey, not only that, I will also fire you from this company.
AJ's laying down the law tonight.
Only obstacles, no doors, no workarounds, Mickey.
I'm gonna do this just to prove you wrong and all these individuals here wrong, all these sinners here wrong, and show them this dumb guy right here. I love you too! Things are possible in the House of Matthews.
He said he's gonna do it tonight just to prove AJ and all the sinners in the crowd wrong.
What are they wrong about, though, Mickey?
I think he's alluding to the fact that they don't believe that he can do it. That he can't defend the title successfully.
You think he could want to convert this whole crowd into the House of Matthew? What exactly is going on?
At this point, I'm so confused. I don't know.
So I guess he's going to prove them wrong. All right. It's a triple threat match. It's about to commence. We got Jaden Michael Quick, we got Ice Cold Daniel Stark, and we got Tyler, by God, Matthews. The referee showing that the top-notch Physiques title is on the line.
I noticed there you said everybody's moniker, but you forgot one. The Prince of High Risk, Jaden Michael Quick.
That's right, the king of 50-50. If there's a risk, but there's also a reward, he's going to take that risk, Mickey.
Absolutely.
10 times out of 10. 11 if he could.
It's 50-50, so that'd be like 5 out of 10.
I'm saying 10 out of 10 times he's going to take that risk.
I'm just kidding. And Tyler said he wasn't afraid. Jaden and Stark just both punked him out. And Jaden and Stark both getting out of the ring.
Tyler expected them to go at each other while he just sat and watched, but that's not going to happen, I don't think. They're trying to trap this man.
Showtime! Sling Blade! In stereo. Big splash. Leg lariat.
Man, that's pretty. You know Jaden would be happy if I said that something he did look pretty or he was pretty. Big splash into this corner.
There's
another leg lariat.
Stark.
More of that, anything you can do, I can do better attitude going on between these two.
Yes. Right now they're working great together.
Big hip
But
toss.
at the same time they're trying to one-up each other.
That's
And
right.
there's a schoolboy. Roll-up scores them 2. Clothesline from Stark. Stark now in control of this match.
Stark with a kick to the back of Jaden.
Lifted quick up. Snap suplex.
Cover.
2 count only.
You know what, Mickey? I think Daniel Stark might be able to win this match. I hope that doesn't become a freezing cold take. I know he is ice cold, but Mickey, look at this man right here. Very methodical. Only 166 pounds, the smallest competitor by weight in this match, but by heart, he's one of the biggest.
Absolutely. Stark has one of the biggest hearts in the business, and while he may be ice cold, the fire in his heart burns brighter than anybody else.
That's right.
And now it looks like he might be looking for a Boston Crab as Quick reverses. Super kick to the midsection.
Bounced off the ropes. Stark ducks the clothesline. Uh-oh.
Quick catches him. Oh, neck breaker.
Neck breaker crossbody combo.
And there's a sick kick. 2 count only.
Tyler a little frustrated. He thought that was a slow count there.
Tyler Matthews now in control of this match.
Big
He
suplex.
delivers a big suplex to ice cold Daniel Stark.
Another
Count only.
2 count, yeah. Submission maneuver applied. Looks like wrenching that neck of Stark back. Jaden Michael Quick needs to break this up.
Looks like he's got either the jaw or the nose. Down to the midsection. Big right hand to Quick.
Stark fighting back here. Punches to the midsection of Tyler Matthew. Bounces off the ropes. Eats a big clothesline there. Wow, Mickey.
Tyler Matthews now
2
in
count there.
control of this match.
Daniel Stark thought he had an opening. He tried to take it. Tried to take advantage of the moment, but he just could not capitalize.
Right now he is in the House of Matthews. And Tyler's showing everybody that this GLWA is the House of Matthews.
That's right. We're all witnesses. Oh, big chop.
Brutal knife edge chop.
With butcher-like intensity, he just chops the chest of Daniel Stark.
It's enough to break the ice there. As he sends Stark head first to the turnbuckle. Big forearm to Quick. Keeping Jaden out of the ring. Every time Jaden almost is in the ring, Tyler just knocks him back down.
That's right. Very smart there by Tyler.
Delivering the kitchen sinks.
Uh-oh, looks like we could have a gut or a pump handle suplex here. Looks like that's
Pump handle facelift.
Wow, I've never seen something like that.
Jaden able to finally get in the ring to break it up. Now Jaden with a forearm. Another one.
Twists the arm.
Sends Tyler off the ropes. He was thinking back body drop, but eats a neck breaker for his troubles.
2 count there. Snapmare. Quick in a seated position.
Oh, there's that seated sick kick again.
2 count there. Quick is down right now. Tyler Matthews wondering what he has to do to retain his title here.
This is Tyler's biggest obstacle, or biggest task yet.
Could be looking for a suplex here on Jaden. A little bit of a delay on that, and he drops Jaden right on his back.
It's almost an X-Plex.
Almost, Mickey. Almost. It wasn't your typical suplex, that's for sure. Daniel Stark
Seated with the hangman.
stunned and hung. Tyler going back and forth with a fan.
Matthews talking trash. The GLWA universe.
Talking trash and looking to take out that same trash as he throws Jaden Michael Quick into the corner.
Quick gets a leg up. Delivers a kick to the jaw. There's another one.
The Prince of High Risk going to his favorite spot in the building, that top turnbuckle.
Frog splash! Oh, Tyler got his knees up, and now with almost a small package.
2 count only, though.
Stark breaks it up. That was almost it right there.
That it was, Mickey. I'm surprised we're still going. Stark.
Risk versus reward, and there was all the risk there.
Uh-oh. You're a Nagi driver right there. Wow.
Cover. Tyler Stark just barely kicks out.
Tyler back up. Stark.
Big knife edge chop.
Sent to the floor. Wow. That's a 200-pound bully sending a 160-pound man down to the ground, Mickey.
Right now, Tyler Matthews showing why he is the top-notch champion.
Back suplex.
Oh. And when he does that back suplex, while the man is coming down, he turns and almost delivers like a clothesline downward.
Trying to drive the back of that head into the ground. He's trying to do some real damage there, Mickey.
Speaking of damage, there's a running knee lift to the face of Jaden Michael Quick.
Daniel Stark fighting for oxygen right here. Trying to get back to his feet. Tyler Matthews helps him out there.
Another knife edge chop from Tyler Matthews. Tyler putting Stark up top. Big right hand. And a
Big chop on the top turnbuckle.
Looks like Tyler.
Could he be thinking a superplex here, Mickey?
That's what it's looking like.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Stark trying to fight out.
Looks like he's getting the upper hand here. Big
headbutt. Tyler Matthews sent across the ring. Jaden up top. Frog splash. Into the cover. Coup de grace to the back of Jaden Quick's head.
Wow.
Breaking up that pinfall.
What a sequence of events, Mickey. We saw the frog splash after the failed superplex attempt. And then we saw the coup de grace to the back of the head of Jaden Michael Quick.
What a maneuver. What a sequence, as you said. All three men down. And it looks like Stark is going to put a pinfall attempt to Quick. Quick kicks out. Over this. And that was smart to go with Jaden first because Tyler just ate a frog splash. Jaden just got stomped on the back of his head.
You are correct. I would have done the same thing, going for Jaden Michael Quick first. You just kicked him in the back of the head. Of course you want to go for him first.
Not sure what Stark was looking for there, but... Oh, flatliner!
Conversion right there. It's all over. Daniel Stark is knocked out. Oh, Jaden Michael Quick
breaks it up.
Jaden Michael Quick breaks up the pin. Uh-oh.
Bunch of shots to the midsection, forearm, spinning back elbow. It looks like Jaden is going to go for the Tiger Driver. Oh! Showtay from Jaden. And it looks like he's thinking Tiger Driver. Uh-oh, Dark reverses. Ice cold.
Wow.
And Tyler! And Tyler secures the victory.
What was that maneuver that Daniel Stark just used?
I believe he calls it ice cold.
Wow, he would have won that match too and walked away the top-notch Physiques champion.
Tyler did nothing more than Jaden to secure that victory.
I mean, you don't got to do much when a man's knocked out cold.
That's what I'm saying. That title would have been Stark's right there.
I've never seen Stark use that maneuver. That was amazing right there.
Secret weapon, perhaps.
That's right. A new finishing maneuver, it looks like, for Daniel Stark.
Tyler tells the official to raise his hand again. Tyler's asking for a microphone here.
Tyler looking to give a sermon here, it looks like.
Both of them. The man that you put against me.
Tyler calling out Jason Page, the World Heavyweight Champion.
Again, saying he's now one successful title defense ahead of Jason Page.
Well, let's give credit where credit's due, Mickey. Tyler has been here every event. Jason Page has been gone for a couple events, but Tyler's not missed one.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your co-main event?
About to be the tag team tournament finals.
The mini tag team tournament set up by AJ Gagliardo earlier in the night comes to a conclusion here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match will determine the new #1 contenders for the GLWA Tag Team Championship.
Here comes Epic Love. They were victorious earlier tonight against a very game rec squad of the House of Matthews.
Very impressive it was, Mickey. I can't believe they came home with the victory. I thought for sure the House of Matthews was going to be featured all night here.
Yeah, I mean, they were close, but no cigar.
Right.
There's the Athletic.
That's right. You can only sneak up on someone so much before it becomes kind of the normal thing.
Epic Love looking to continue their winning ways here, still undefeated in GLWA, as they're about to go one-on-one with a very game opponent who had a much easier match than they did.
What door do you think the Gingers are going to come out of? Oh, the blue one. Okay. I thought for sure they were going to come out of that red door. Wait, what is going on?
He said he got lost. These two are just something else.
That they are, Mickey. I've never seen H2 be this goofy, man.
H2 just having fun.
I guess so.
The crowd was chanting for him to jump, and he says he did it. Yeah.
H2 and BE Stone making their rounds with the fans here.
Trying to hype the crowd. As I said, they also had a match earlier, but their match was much easier. They had a much easier time with the Country Club than Epic Love had with the Rec Squad.
That's right. It could be because Robbie Tito has a match here later tonight, so he didn't want to interfere or be involved in that match as much.
I mean, Kip Rude and Bolzarian don't have nearly as much experience together as the Gingers do, H2 and BE Stone.
That's right, Mickey. You're 100% right when you say that.
First, from Toledo, Ohio, weighing in the combined weight of 451 pounds, the team of Contender, the epic Trayvon Smith,
And the Gingers making their rounds. They didn't just shake Trayvon and Cody's hands, they also shook the refs' fans. It looks like they're taking the time to shake every fan in the front row's hands.
Big show of respect there by the Gingers.
To everybody. Yay for handshakes.
Who's going to start this one out for the Gingers? It looks like B.E. Stone and then Trayvon Smith. They're going to get this one going for us, Mickey.
And Stone asking Colt Daniels to reintroduce them because he didn't hear.
And they're from Chinchilla Valley. And a combined weight of 17.5. Red-headed Switzerland.
How much do the Gingers weigh, Mickey? What?
15.5 red-headed stepchildren.
A crazy unit of measurement.
Chinchilla Valley.
Very interesting unit of measurement.
Is that the metric system?
H2 wanted to do the Gingeroonie, but Stone said not yet. He's doing it while B.E. Stone wasn't paying attention. And Trayvon, a little bit of a show of athleticism there, showboating himself. Stone says, watch this. What's he...
Gingeroonie by B.E. Stone. Okay.
It wasn't a Gingeroonie, that was like a backflip thing.
It was the ginger roll.
What is Cody doing now? Rolling into a relaxed position. And friendship.
A little bit more than friends.
Yeah. And what? H2 twerking?
Alright, Mickey, what are we watching here?
Wait. Stone said catch it. Let's do a pose like they did catch. Oh.
That could have broke H2's leg right there, Mickey. Is he okay?
I'm not sure. And Cody twerking now. Pop it, lock it, drop it.
If H2 wasn't awake, he definitely is now after that twerk by Cody Love.
I'm not sure if that's what resurrected him, but they just did rock, paper, ginges stalemate. And Stone wins rock, paper, ginges again.
Alright, it looks like B.E. Stone's going to start this off against Trayvon Smith.
I don't know if the ginges are just trying to confuse Epic Love or what they're doing tonight. All four men getting the crowd into this match.
All four men and all of GLWA is clapping away. Here we go.
Collar and elbow tie up. It looks like Trayvon taking control with the arm. And Stone alluding to what they're doing later tonight. Eating
Roma's
pizza.
You can get that right next to Top Notch Physiques
Absolutely.
in Florida, Michigan. Poke to the eyes? Or what was that, Mickey?
I'm not sure what happened there. I think he tickled his chin and then gave him an uppercut. And now, B.E. Stone has the headlock applied. B.E. Stone trying to get the crowd behind. There's a hip toss.
Wow.
Headlock takeover. What is... Beautiful move there by Trayvon.
Wow.
Trayvon slammed Stone's head into the ground with his legs and then delivered a knee trigger.
Stone is limp on those ropes. Wow.
It was a big shot. Trying to drag Stone to his half of the ring and is unable. Stone much too heavy.
How many stone do you think Stone weighs, Mickey?
Roughly 7.5 right-handed stepchildren.
H2 would be the other 7.5, right?
He might be more. He might be 9.
How do you get that? Biggie Stone's much bigger than...
That's what I'm saying. He might be 9 or maybe 10. Redheaded stepchildren. These two would be the other 5.5. And Cody tried to kiss Stone, and Stone wants no part of it.
H2's in.
Goes for DDT. Cody trying to kiss H2, and H2 wanted no part of that.
Wow. H2 now a member of the crowd, it looks like. Cody, the only man in the ring. The referee's count is at 2 now.
Count of 4.
Cody very smart here, making the Jin does not want to be in the ring with him at all.
H2 just told the official he can't get in the ring yet because he's eating Snickers.
Need a moment? No, that's the wrong candy bar. Never mind.
You're not yourself.
Snickers satisfied. There we go. There we go. Okay.
H2 trying to chew up the Snickers so he can get back in the ring.
Referee's count was at 7, I believe.
Cody said give him a second. Everybody needs to swallow. You have to swallow whatever it is that you're wearing. Because you don't want to choke. It's fun.
That's exactly what Cody was alluding to. Pin here. 2 count. Cody going for a ride. This is a PG show, folks.
Cody with a Bronco Buster.
Mickey, what are we watching here?
Not sure. I can't say this is a tag team clinic that both teams are putting on.
The tag team something, that's for sure.
This is the finals. I mean, as we said, both teams here have already had a match, so I mean they're trying to make the most out of it. And Cody showing he's for the people.
Cody dancing on a fan on the outside.
H2 rejected.
That's too bad. The referee's count is starting,
and the fans embracing H2.
Mickey, I'm waiting for the wrestling match to start. Both legal men back into the ring. H2 and Cody Love.
It looks like H2's now just waiting to start this match, as you said. Epic Love just blazed our official. As now H2 and Cody Love collar and elbow tie up. Cody with the go behind. Not going for anything though. Just
giving H2 a hug. It looks like, and he puts him into the turnbuckle, the corner right there, neutral corner.
Yep, that is important.
Biggie Stone coming to game plan with H2. Gives him some sound advice. Just hit Cody Love in the face.
He went for it. Cody evades it.
Collar elbow tie up into a hug.
Oh, but aggressively puts H2 into the corner.
Flex there by Cody Love. Splash into H2.
Looks like we finally got ourselves a wrestling match.
Went to a hugging contest and a wrestling match broke out. Isn't that crazy, Mickey?
Cody taking H2 into his corner.
Trayvon
tags in. Trayvon
doing something, it looks like. Look away, kids.
Big German suplex.
Dropping H2 on his head. Cover 1, 2.
H2 gets his foot on the rope. Saving all the energy that he can.
This is just what the Gingers do, Mickey. They kind of make you play to their level, make you play to the game they want to play.
That is accurate. Yeah, they do.
Epic Love, we've seen them go hard at each other. We've seen them go hard against another tag team here tonight.
And look at that. H2 just sat up and tagged in Stone. Trayvon has no idea. Oh, big right hand.
It's almost like a Bugs Bunny Looney Tunes-like experience when you're watching the Gingers go at it. They make you play to their rules. They bend the rules of the wrestling match.
Oh!
And then they come out with something like that. Wow.
Turned inside out, not head over heels. Heels over head.
Wow.
And B.E. Stone playing the drums on Trayvon again.
Yeah, H2 in the corner going crazy on those bongos. Or, excuse me, the turnbuckle padding. A little confused. He was going pretty hard there.
My name is Betty Mbongo. I play a little songo. I play it all day longo. That's the offbeats.
That it is, Mickey. That it is.
Trayvon.
Jawbreaker there by Trayvon. Super kick. Hold on.
Still can't knock the Ginger Dragon off his feet.
Shoulder tackle into the ropes. B.E. Stone is down. Tag is made. Cody Love is in.
And H2 saving B.E. Stone.
The referee went down for a second. That was very awkward there, Mickey. What happened?
I'm not quite sure what went down. I think Cody got him out of the way. And the ref might have just stumbled and tripped, or Cody might have been a little aggressive to get the ref out of there.
Stone and H2 both on the outside.
H2 going back to his corner, Stone going back into the ring.
Stone talking to the ref now. Cody just standing there idle talking to H2.
Stone said he's had enough of the nonsense.
It looks like
gives him a Mexican pass, face first in the turnbuckle, and then a forearm for his troubles. And now
Stone's done with the antics too. It looks like H2 tags.
It looks like they're gonna go for this patented nickelplex.
Mickey, what is going on?
I think Cody liked it.
Cody's excited. He wanted to be tossed by the nipple. It jumps on H2.
Luthez press, and Stone takes him off.
A very unathletic Luthez press there onto H2, but Cody's back up.
I don't know, Cody might have done a Luthez attempted kiss.
That's what it looked like to me, Mickey.
H2 trying to get away. I mean, this is smart of H2 right here. Cody can't do anything.
H2 looks like a sloth clinging to a branch on that bottom rope right there.
About the same speed.
Cody talking to fans. H2 looking for an opening. Big forearm.
Forearms.
3 straight, and it looks like he's going to send him off the ropes.
Sling blade.
Okay, here's some seriousness from H2. This is the H2 I remember. Leg drop to the nether region.
2 count only. I think H2's been just looking for the advantage.
I want to think that H2 likes playing mind games when he's tagging with B.E. Stone.
Absolutely. I mean, H2, he's not a dumb competitor. And Spirit squatted. Stone steps on Cody's head. Cody with continuing his unorthodox offense.
B.E. Stone back into the ropes.
And I think Cody's trying to out-goop the Ginjas.
Seems to be effective against B.E. Stone here. Uh-oh. DDT dropped right on his crown is B.E. Stone, the Jinja King, if you will.
He was going to break that pinfall up.
Tag is made by the foot. Okay. Trayvon jumps right on B.E. Stone. Maneuvers him into the center of the ring for a moonsault.
Beautiful standing moonsault from Trayvon.
Wow.
No remix. That was the OG track.
Pin broken up by H2 there. After a 2 count, both men are down in the ring.
Tag to H2, tag to Cody Love.
Here we go. Drop kick.
Drop kick from Cody.
Shotgun style, double barrel, cover.
Hooking both legs, H2 pushes Cody off for the kick out. Cody's trying to plead with the official.
Backs the ref into the corner.
For a bribe. H2.
He got more than he bargained for. Small package, yeah.
Ooh, uppercutting forearm, European style.
Big
H2
forearm by Cody.
Vicious looking forearm.
H2 sent over, and he's rolled, and then, oh my god, Cody takes advantage of H2.
More of this unorthodox offense from Cody.
Mickey, it's some mind games. It's mind games that Cody Love is playing with these guys. They tried to play with Cody. Cody is going to come right back with mind games of his own. 2 count there. Folks, this has been one of the longer matches in GLWA history. However, a lot of that can go into the Jinja's style.
Absolutely.
Like I said earlier in the match, it's almost Looney Tune-esque how they kind of bend the rules of what's going on in the squared circle to kind of be whatever. Like, you can't go into this match and have high intensity. You can't go into this match and do what you want to do. You got to play by the rules of the Jinjas.
Absolutely. And I mean, that's their own style. And now, cattle mutilation by Trayvon.
Look at that bridge. That is beautiful right there.
You said Trayvon can't sneak up on us anymore, but I've never seen him do anything like this. Where can H2 go? You know?
He has nowhere to go unless he somehow overpowers the man.
And H2 is able to work Trayvon back.
Once you lose that bridge, you kind of lose the hold you have.
H2 worked out of the bridge and was able to work his way over to the ropes.
Trayvon trying to work the crowd into this one. They've been a little quiet here recently, but they're getting back into it now as the action's starting to pick up. 2 men down, 2 men looking for a tag, 2 fresh guys coming in. Relatively fresh anyways. Cody tagged in, B.E. Stone tagged in. Big boot! Wow! Another big boot, wow!
It looks like the bottom of Stone's foot has joined Cody's kiss list.
That's right. He's giving out free tattoos, and that's an imprint of his shoe on the forehead. Oh my gosh! Super kick to the jaw of Cody. Cover.
Trayvon breaks it up. Stone asking the official.
Stone getting Cody back up. Modified back suplex? What's going on here?
I don't know what he was going for there.
H2 tags himself in. Uh-oh.
And we've seen this before where they rock their opponent to sleep.
Uh-oh.
Looks like Cody has fallen asleep. Mickey, you're too loud. Sorry. Cody, much too loud. Recover. 1, 2, and go.
before he says something we don't want to hear.
All right, and we're back. Cody is now awake. Cover 1, 2.
Not quite sure how woke he really is.
Still a little dazed.
DDT. Now he could be sleeping again.
That he could be, Mickey.
He said, "Where's Jason?"
Cody, focus! Focus, Cody! What did you do?
Cody trying to get back up onto his feet. He's already taken a nap, went and dreamed about Jason Page, who is a part of the main event coming up next after this match.
Cody re-whips H2. H2. Little water under the bridge. Head scissors into the second turnbuckle.
Wow. H2
lining it up for the Meteora.
double knees to the head there. Cody dragging Cody to the middle of the ring. Cover. Just 2 there.
2 count only.
H2 getting Cody back up. He could be setting something up here, Mickey. And it looks like he is. Cody in the corner. H2 bouncing off the other one. Big splash. Cody dazed. Cody
Zagiri.
Cody confused now.
Ooh, super kick to Trayvon. And it looks like they could be thinking it's time for the Redhead Redemption.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Cody fights off. Oh, he shoved B Stone into H2.
Head first
and
in the
kisses
kiss.
him.
B.E. Stone bails on out of there.
And what does Cody have? Glitter! Glitter to the eyes!
Glitter, spice, and everything nice. They might win the
Big
match
ending!
with that.
Big ending! And Epic Love is victorious!
By any means necessary. Glitter, spice, and everything nice. They win this match, Mickey.
Epic Love grabs a victory. And now they're going to go one-on-one with MisGUIDED Fortune next month. Or should I say 2v2?
Right. Wow.
Season beatings, Epic Love is the #1 contenders.
Mickey, you know, a lot of matches are like a roller coaster ride. This one, for the most part, was just a short kid's ride, a little train going down some tracks, no problem there. But that train fell and it did a couple loop-de-loops right there at the end.
Twists and turns and everything in between.
We even had a nap in the middle of the ring. Cody Love and Trayvon Smith standing epically. Your #1 contenders.
Adorably epic.
Or epically adorable. Either way, they are your #1 contenders. Coming all the way here to Southwest Michigan to Great Lakes Wrestling Association. All the way from Toledo, Ohio. Next month, they'll be here for Season's Beatings.
Absolutely coming
Ladies
here
and gentlemen,
again.
it is now time for the main event.
Main event time.
And it's for the GLWA Heavyweight Championship.
Main event time.
Mickey, this is Robbie Keto going one-on-one against Jason Page, the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes, sir. This is the GLWA Heavyweight Championship.
This card was subject to change. That's what the show was called. However, this was scheduled early on in the night. We knew what we were getting for a while now.
The president here being followed by his associates, other members of the club.
Other white Republican males. Rich white Republican males.
Well, not Kip Rude. He's just a ball boy.
That is right.
You gotta assume these two men are gonna do whatever it takes to get the big bad Keto Daddy the heavyweight championship of the world. This is Keto's first heavyweight championship. This is Keto's first time in the main event here for GLWA.
Is this unicorn bark? What is that? This isn't an ocean thing.
Here comes Jason Page.
GLWA Heavyweight Champion. He's held the title since May, I believe.
Going back to his old theme song, Mickey.
May 19th is when Jason Page captured the GLWA Heavyweight Championship.
He missed the last event, and now we have a situation where we have the GLWA World Heavyweight Championship on the line right here. But what's to become of the interim Heavyweight Championship title?
That's a very interesting question. The only thing I know for sure is sometime down the road, Page and Castillo will have to go one-on-one to determine who is the true heavyweight champion.
To unify the title.
Here we go with the main event time.
Representing the Country Club,
Who is that?
from Jerome Point, Michigan, weighing at 225 pounds, he's the Big Bad Keto
Keto 2020. Keto's term is almost up and elections will have to take place.
But as a rich, white Republican male, he might be alright, Mickey.
Michigan, weighing at 250 pounds, representing the 10th Federal Army, he is the current reigning and defending GLWA Heavyweight Champion, the future, Jason
Crowd obviously showing who they're rooting for tonight.
Definitely Jason Page. They could care less for Robbie Keto, and the whole country club for that matter.
100% accurate.
Page stretching out a little bit. Robbie Keto analyzing his opponent in the opposite corner with the country club behind him. That's Dan Bilzerian and Kip Rude, the ball boy.
Sure, and I mean, this is definitely a situation, circumstance of being in the right place at the right time for Robbie Keto.
That's right.
We knew the card was subject to change, but Jason Page was supposed to go one-on-one with Diesel Trax. Bell rings and it's underway. Robbie Keto's first time challenging for the GLWA Heavyweight Championship, and they're going to start off with a knuckle lock. Page, back roll, into a nice, not an arm wringer, but he's got like a bicep lock. Puts him in the corner. Page breaks the hold.
You know, they call Jason the future.
An elbow tie up. Both men jockeying for position. Page now with the arm. really working it. Keto rolls through. And
Keto looking athletic here, Mickey.
Very athletic right there. And now Paige, little anything you can do, I can do better.
Paige gets the hammerlock applied.
Got him in a side headlock now. Keto
Off the ropes he goes.
shoots him off. Goes for a shoulder tackle, but Keto much larger than Jason Paige.
These are two very muscular competitors, Mickey.
Yes, sir. Paige says, I'm daddy, and Keto said, no, you're just the stepfather.
Paige off the ropes.
Stalemate.
Keto
Paige with a flurry.
Keto getting stomped on there.
Right.
Jeez.
Double foot stomp to the small of the back into the cover.
Some Bruce Lee like.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
Country Club comes and interferes in this match.
And Keto is disqualified. Paige successfully defends. And wait a minute, is that Dollar?
That's Dollar right there.
Dollar with a right hand to Bilzerian. One for Keto, and now he's beating the hell out of Kip Rude and throws him out of the ring.
Wow. Dollar coming to save the day.
The head of our board of directors. And AJ's just made a new main event.
Wow.
The Country Club, collectively, all three of them going 2-on-3 with Paige and Dollar.
Mickey, what a crazy night. But the title's not on the line.
Yes, that is accurate. The title is not on the line.
Dollar is no slouch.
Dollar repping a Jason Paige shirt.
Wow, a little bit of bias up there on top, huh?
I guess so. But it looks like Paige and Bilzerian are going to start off.
Paige sent him to the... Well, he ran into that corner and he cleaned house, it looks like, but Bilzerian...
While
Paige
Paige
down.
was focusing on the other two, Bilzerian able to take advantage. And Dollar not having any of it. And the official gets them back to their side. Or Dollar back to his side while the Country Club takes advantage. Dollar adamantly wanting to get into the ring. Oh, big knee lift.
Paige in the corner still. Robbie Keto looking for some offense here, and he's stomping a mud hole into Paige. Wow.
Kip Rude.
Kip Rude, Bronco Buster. A boot to the face of Paige. Dollar trying to get the crowd into this one.
Paige unable to get the Dollar.
Kip Rude taunting Dollar now. Dollar incessantly stomping now. Wow. Looking for that tag still.
Trying to bring Paige back to life.
Country Club just talking away over there.
Look at this. Kip Rude Keto was pulling on Kip Rude to put extra pressure. And right when the ref went to look, Bilzerian, very smart, tags himself in, looking like he's just reaching back for a tag. And wait a minute, Bilzerian was waiting for Paige to come back, and Paige just applied a headlock.
Here we go.
Circle game, got him.
Bilzerian let him get him.
Bilzerian knew what the fate was of that. And Dollar with a forearm to Rude, clothesline to Keto.
Dollar with a
Fury of clotheslines and lariats.
He's a house of fire right now, Mickey. He's looking for some offense here. Gets him up.
TKO stunner.
Wow.
And Bilzerian takes a super kick.
Uh-oh.
And now he's got the modified Cobra clutch locked in, and that's it.
Wow, Jason Page ending this one with his tag partner, his impromptu tag partner, Dollar. This card was subject to change all night, Mickey.
And it did.
The real star of the show, in my opinion, was General Manager AJ Gagliardo not letting anyone get an upper hand on him and really taking charge and making sure this show went on.
AJ was very assertive tonight.
The executive of the board of directors, our producer, Dollar, standing tall with Jason Page in the middle of the ring. The country club has been disbanded. Not actually disbanded, but they've been defeated, Mickey.
Impeachment in process.
Tito 2020 lives on, but he is not going to claim the World Heavyweight title as it stays home on Jason Page's waist. Folks, I'm Gus Shaughnessy.
Mickey Matthews.
And this has been Card Subject to Change.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you had a great time here tonight at GLWA's Card Subject to Change. Now, we would like to let you know that please pay attention to our Facebook page for the announcement of our next show this coming December for the 2019 year. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Drive safe, stay warm out there, and thank you for joining us tonight at GLWA's Card Subject to Change.
And thank you, Colt. As we said, this has been Card Subject to Change. Thank you very much for welcoming us into your home this evening. It was a great, great show. As you said, in my opinion, AJ Gagliardo, MVP of the night. But I want to let you guys know the next time you can catch us live and in stereo at Top Notch Physiques, Saturday, December 14th for Seasons Beatings.
Wow, I can't wait for that one, Mickey. We got a great lineup there, and I don't think the card's going to be as subject to change as it was here tonight. I think we got a solid lineup.
Absolutely. This is Mickey Matthews signing out.